How can you tell that DeoGenZ is under a lot of stress and doesn't have a lot of time to do awesome, excellent walkthroughs? By this game! Let's play Pokemon Rumble. Hey everybody, I'm DeoGenZ. I'm your host for this Let's Play. And that intro there of franticness, basically how you can tell that I've got a lot on my plate. Obviously you guys can see from the lack of videos there have been with the white walkthrough and things like Crystal. I haven't done Crystal in months, but it's funny because Crystal is my favorite game and I wanted it to be my favorite Let's Play too, one of my best Let's Plays, and it has to be paused because I just don't have enough time. And I've been very under the gun this past 2 weeks really. Can't exactly say to the full extent of what, because you're not really going to get it without me being here for an hour explaining my situation. But I'll just simplify it and say moving. Not necessarily myself, but moving. A lot of moving stress. So, yeah, quickly I just jump into Pokemon Rumble, set on my sound recorder and my hoppage, and get to work. But that's how you guys can tell if I'm kind of under the gun here. If I'm doing simple Let's Plays like Pokemon Rumble. I think next time I have a few minutes, instead of doing Pokemon Rumble, I'll get to finishing Bit Trip Fate. Because that's another game that I could just simply take out in an afternoon, but I just got to get around to doing it. And I don't like putting things off, as much as it may seem. Yeah, it's one of my biggest pet peeves is when somebody starts something and then never finishes it. And it could appear that way on this channel if you didn't know me any better, but yeah, you guys can be assured. Ow! I just completely got my chop fisted. My chop fist slap salad. That's what that looked like there. It's probably like a Fury Swipes or I don't even know. Chop Cross? What is that? Smack you with my fists of 2D Fury. Yes, so we are in Pokemon Rumble, and this is definitely one of the games I want to get finished. You know, of course I want to finish all the games. But one that I will mention here that I didn't finish, and it was purely because nobody was watching. That's the only reason I just didn't finish it. And I have the footage too, and it's funny because it's all recorded and everything, and I just never released it. But that was Jurassic Park Trespasser. That Let's Play went absolutely nowhere, and I don't blame you guys. It was really my own fault because I was really more or less super excited for the game because before I didn't know anything about its existence. And you have to understand, if you don't know me very well, that I love dinosaurs. Absolutely love prehistoric life. And Jurassic Park is super cool in my book. So anytime there is a new Jurassic Park anything, game, movie, whatever, any inkling of anything of that nature, I'm all over it. So I was so excited to find this really cool, unfinished game that had so much potential. I was having so many ideas swell through my head, like things they could have done better, or things they could have programmed here, or how they could be redesigned if any hacker team or programmer team is out there online listening to my videos. But the problem was, I didn't really think that through and think to how excited you guys would be. You're mainly on this channel, I would assume, for Pokemon Let's Plays. And sure, I do another Let's Play of something here and there that's not Pokemon related, but for the most part, you're here because of the Pokemon stuff, and of course Vladimir Z's Minecraft, because everybody loves Minecraft. Everybody. And to see this Jurassic Park Trespasser Let's Play, especially in the quality that it was, which was filmed with my camcorder because it was on my XP machine. For some reason I couldn't get it onto Quadraxis, which is my powerhouse computer that I'm doing all my stuff here now on. And I've been doing it for about a year now, but for some reason I couldn't get Trespasser to play on Windows 7, and now I figured it out. It was a compatibility issue. I just had to switch it to XP settings, which you can do simply with right click and then run in that setting, but I'm not doing a tutorial on that, so never mind. But yeah, I really overgauged how excited you guys would be about the game, and with that crappy quality of recording, you know, maybe if it was a good capture, maybe you guys might have been into it, but I understand. So that might be the one LP that I will never come back to, even though it's essentially done and all I have to do is post it. But there's no interest in it. I think I got about overall 100 views on all of the videos put together, so that just goes to show that that was a failed Let's Play. But hey, we all gotta have our wins and losses. Otherwise, how would we ever learn anything if we were only to continuously win? And even though that's my philosophy, despite Charlie Sheen fucking it up, I don't know if anybody recalls, but I made a video a long while ago, I think in October, about my I always win philosophy. And with the I always win, which has now been changed to we always win, because it's the collective conscious, it's all of us. I am everyone, and you are the same as me, and it's too long an idea to talk about within the time limit that we have here, but still, with that considered, it's we always win. And it's a mentality, basically, just as a kind of a mantra, and also something to just keep in mind throughout your daily life as you take on various challenges. And it's a basic way to change your head. It's a simple, very simplistic way to change your head into a more positive realm. It's not just thinking positive, but doing positive. We always win. That's a definitive statement that your mind takes to heart. Something that people might not understand is that your mind doesn't really react to negatives. So to say that I never lose, that's kind of a faulty statement. Your mind will just hear lose and I lose. I always lose. It's not I never lose. I don't know what never is. So the mind is kind of strange in that way. But that's why I keep it hyper positive and say we always win. But then that fucker Charlie Sheen came along and had to say winning, and of course ruin my philosophy. But it's not ruined. It's totally the same philosophy. I just don't spout it out. Come back here. You will be destroyed. Power stomp. Yeah, but I just don't go spouting it out. But for you guys, I will, because you can understand some background, and you can see that I'm not just kidding. I didn't get this I always win thing from Charlie Sheen. I got it from the inner depths of my mind. Man, these levels definitely are getting a lot harder. The Pokemon are getting a lot more resistant, but it's still the unfortunate tactic of just keep on pressing the 2 button. The difficulty's not really changed as what you have to do strategically, but it's just changed in the way that they have greater defense. So that's still kind of disappointing, but with this fighting type, oh wow, even that, I would think that this move would be doing a lot more. This slap attack. Well, slap a salad. Slap salad. Takes out the golems nice and quick. Yeah. Recommendation for tougher boss battles, guys. Look at this. I'm actually giving strategy tips. Oh! Never thought I'd do that for one of these videos. Anyway, joking aside. If you're in a tough boss battle and you're close to death, try and get away as fast as you can and go over to the start of the level, or just off to the side really quick to where the boss doesn't see you right away, and then switch. But if you try and switch while you're in the midst of the boss, he might just launch an attack before you get switched, and you'd be done. So, with this difficulty level seeming to be taking an upturn, I'm gonna restrain one episode, one level to one episode. So, we just went through the rocky cave, whatever they wanted to call that level. And in the next episode, we'll be heading off into the Meadowland.